Hi guys, Cliff here. Slightly different video today. I'm going to be, this is an interview video, not a flying video, and I'm going to be interviewing a local YouTube flyer, and he puts videos up on YouTube. I think most of you watching this will probably have seen one or two of his videos. He covers everything from, well, he's getting into free flight rubber, but he covers large scale gliding and power and scale, so a little bit of everything. And he's sitting just to my right here. Hi Cliff. You might have guessed there. It's me. I'm going to interview me. Welcome Cliff. Oh yeah, well it's great to be here. Thanks for the invite. So Cliff, tell us, how long have you actually been flying model planes? When did it all start? When I was about 6 or 7, my dad had built a Keelcraft rubber powered model that I think it might have been a Stinson, something like that, high winger anyway. I snuck into his shed and saw it on the side there, ready to start tissuing, and I thought I'd have a go at it, and it had the prop and motor already in it, so took it outside, wound it up, and of course promptly destroyed it. Yeah. But that kind of like piqued my interest a little bit in the early days. I experimented with different flying machines, and eventually settled on free flight rubber, of course, in my local field. I was lucky enough to have a little field up just behind the house, like a local park field, and used to build Keelcraft models, of course, and so did my mates, and we'd go up there and try and fly them without much success, but it was great fun actually, you know, just trying and having a laugh really as teenagers. I think in that same field actually we progressed to control line. I had a DC Dart, I think it was, yeah, diesel, yeah, 0.5 cc. We had a lot of fun with that one as well. I mean, we all had controller models, I think POW 1.5 diesel. They were all, no, they weren't all diesels actually. No, we had a couple of Cox engines as well. We had a lot of fun in that field with control line, combat, and also free flight. In fact, I had that DC Dart in a free flight low winger with huge dihedral. I can't remember what it was, but that would just fly the same pattern. You'd launch it, fly up, do a huge loop, and then spin off to the left. It just went in some guy's back garden there, just missing his greenhouse, thankfully. So that was great fun. That was probably about 30-inch wingspan. Maybe it was smaller, who knows, but it sort of piqued my interest in the bigger models. One of my mates, his dad was into radio control, and he invited me up to his house to show me his dad's models, and wow, I was blown away with that. So now I wanted to get into radio control, and at the local racetrack, one of the clubs was putting on a display of radio control models. I went down there and watched these planes flying up and down the straight in front of the stands. I was just amazed at the control of these models. Just amazed. I've still got fantastic memories of the smell of the two-stroke and the noise, and yeah, it was brilliant. Didn't want to leave at the end of it. I was walking around the pits chatting to the guys, asking them all sorts of stupid questions that kids ask. But because I was hooked, so then Dad and I, Dad bought what was it? Big heavy old square transmitter of about 6-foot aerial on it, servos the size of your fist, second hand, because radio control back then, I'm talking 1975, and we built a Dave Boddington Barnstormer. I think it was 72-inch. That was our first model. We took it up to the local flying club, and I remember now the guy looked at it, waggled the sticks, and we had all the controls on going the wrong way on all the sticks. We had no idea. There was no internet back then. You just connected the servos up and flew it, surely. So we went up. Anyway, we reconnected the various controls, and I think we had an OS 40 in that, and it trimmed it out, and I started to learn to fly on it. Dad and I were both learning, but I think Dad was, you know, it was keen for me to learn. So we had a good old fly. That was tissue covered actually. That's all I knew, tissue covering. I can't remember if solar film was out. Yes, solar film was there, but I didn't know how to use that. It was tissue covered. One day we were up there and there was nobody up there to help. But I'd taken off and flown around, but I'd never landed. So it was a big field. So we just went for it, cut the throttle and glided it in, and it landed in the field, which was great. So from there on in, we were, well, at least I was off and flying. Of course, that's the start of it, and then you work your way up different models onto sort of more aerobatic models and sleeker looking models. Then my mate and I got into slope soaring. Again, a couple of good slopes locally, so we tried all sorts of slope soaring models, and being keen teenagers, car drivers by now, we used to go up in all weather, you know, just crazy when you think back. That was basically it. And today I find myself now sort of, I like restoring old models. I've converted a couple of models from IC to electric, and I've restored a couple of models, which is really satisfying. It takes a fair amount of time, but I like to put that sort of information up on YouTube so as other modelers can perhaps gain knowledge on how to do it themselves, or get inspiration on how to do it themselves. Yeah, tell us about your YouTube channel. Why did you start it, and how long has it been going? This should be interesting. I've had a YouTube channel for probably a decade, but it's only in the last 4 years really that I've been posting videos, flying videos. My banner headline now says inspiring and building and flying. I've had so many comments about how my videos have inspired people that I thought, wow, I'll include that in the heading, because it's marvellous to be able to inspire somebody. To actually inspire them is, well, amazing really. So I'm inspired by videos I watch on YouTube, and so I like to post the videos, and I like to try and, I don't mind talking to the camera, and I don't mind appearing on board the camera. Don't mind appearing on camera. You know, just be yourself. That's the most important thing. Anyway, so I like to post, and I've got it split up into little various sections to help people. So I mean, I appeal to a wide range of viewers, because obviously some of my videos are small indoor stuff, and some are outdoors, and some are gliding, and some are rubber powered. Obviously it's not going to appeal to everybody. Everything won't appeal to everybody, but I like to say that it's natural to get sometimes a little bit jaded with what you're doing, and it's nice to try something else. And in my case, it's nice to sort of go back to your roots a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people do that. So I think, you know, if other people tried that, would be great. And then again, you might want to try something you've never tried before, and so it's a little bit of an insight there as well. Why was 1,000 subscribers so important to you? Oh yeah, the 1,000 subscriber thing. I promised myself when I was up at about 500, 600 subscribers, and I thought, okay, it'd be cool to get to 1,000. So I arranged that little Tiger Moth flight. So I'm going to have a Tiger Moth experience flight, and when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I've hit 1,000 subscribers now. So let me show you this. I've booked the Tiger Moth flight. There's my certificate for a local airfield, and in the spring, it'll be May time when they open again. They're currently shut because of COVID. I'm going to be going up in a 1943 Tiger Moth, 40-minute flight. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a fantastic experience. Hopefully I can take a camera up and do a little bit of video in as well. I see. So that's going to be great fun. In the meanwhile, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. That'll be great fun. That was my reward for hitting 1,000 subscribers. I don't know, for those of you that don't know, video editing takes a long time. Yeah. The sort of videos I put up, you get a video like one of the channels I subscribe to, the Petrinsik brothers in Slovenia, Pilot Robert and Captain Blas, the brothers. great channel, brilliant, fun to watch, but they give it you warts and all. This is the filming, and they just film it, upload it. Not a great deal of editing, which is brilliant, because sometimes they say things a bit close to the knuckle. So anyway, they're one of the channels I subscribe to. But what I was going to say was that video editing takes a long time. You can spend 3 hours doing a building video and probably 6 hours editing that together, which is all good building time. And if you don't like video editing, then you're not going to do it. Well, I never knew that. But I do enjoy video editing, and sometimes the little videos I do of camera in the plane, and I like to think of them as like little mini movies in a way. So that's what I like to do. Yeah. Building videos are different. Yeah. You're imparting knowledge, and then you watch other people's building videos and learn from them. So I think the internet's a fantastic thing. Both YouTube, I spend most of my time on YouTube, or Facebook channels that I mostly watch. A wide variety, of course. There's something for everybody. I've just bought a CO2 motor, which runs on CO2 gas. I don't know if you know that, but they'll run for like 30-40 seconds, and only suitable for very lightweight models, converting rubber powered models. So that's something I should be getting into later this year. But there's a CO2 Facebook page, there's a Grillo fly model page, there's a Keelcraft fly model page, there's Stick and Tissue, which covers a similar thing. There's the First World War aircraft and earlier page I belong to, Pilots of the First World War, UMX and Micro Flyers Facebook page, the BMFA page, because British Model Flying Association page. Jerry over there, RC Tail Dragon, check him out if you don't know him. Very interesting Facebook page. So what sort of channels do you watch? Whose channels do you watch, I should say? What inspires you? Various people I subscribe to on YouTube. Well, there's a lot of those. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Hi Jeff. There's Joe in New Zealand. X-Jet, of course, down in New Zealand. So many. Max Fly Art for the rubber powered stuff. Joshua Finn, a great rubber powered guy. Oh, it's too many. Obviously there's big ones like Essential RC. Dominic puts up lots of interesting videos. In fact, he's even filmed me over at High Wycombe. We're in the indoor flying down at High Wycombe earlier this year before COVID. He was there doing some filming. Nice guy. But there's so many YouTube channels you can watch, and so many Facebook pages you can belong to, that there's not enough time in the day to view it all. So between my video production and watching, I don't have time for watching television. Not that there's anything on there worth watching, or not very often anyway. So that's my, that's me. That's what I do. That's what I watch. That's what I love. So, all I can say is, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, to my channel. Thanks for watching. It's a pleasure, and I love all your comments. And there's a hardcore of people who do comment on my channel, which is brilliant, because it's like my mates. What are they going to be saying about this video? I mean, not this one. God knows what they say about this one. But yeah, I've got a couple more videos in the pipeline anyway. So, what have you got planned for the future? Do you plan anything for the future? The future, okay. Well, as I say, I've got the Tiger Moth flight coming up. I've dug out an old Tiger Moth kit, which I acquired along the way. It's a Keelcraft Tiger Moth kit. It's also got a Mercury stamp on it, so I'm not quite sure if it's Mercury Keelcraft, but that's 33-inch span, free flight, diesel. I'm going to make it RC, Not quite sure what I'm going to put in it yet, but I might just make it rudder elevator, keep it simple, eh? But the thing is, the reason I'm going to build that, of course, is I'm going to make it the same colour scheme and serial numbers as the little one I'm going to be flying in. So that's a little project. I'll film that one going back together. It'll just be an interesting winter project because I haven't got to do it fast because I've got to next May. But obviously, I want to build it. Want to get on with that. So that'll be fun to build. Other future projects, well, I promised myself an autogyro. Haven't got any closer with that one yet, but that's still on the back burner. Obviously more Gwillows kits. I've got the well, I'll show you. I'll show you around my planes. Most of you have seen them anyway on different videos as we build up through things. I tend to be a bit of a hoarder. I don't sell planes. I've tried, but nobody wants them. So you get hoarding them, and they don't seem to break. So you just end up with dozens, really. I think I counted the other day around this little room here. I've got about 30 odd aeroplanes, but of course most of them are only that big, so that's okay. I have got some more storage arranged in the house in the next few weeks, so I can thin things out a little bit, so that will make things a bit better. Just let me I'll tell you what I'll do. If I put on this camera, one of my Mobius cameras that I use for filming on board aeroplane, when I'm filming, there we go, let's just put that on my Micro Aces hat. Excellent, lovely little models. You can now see what I'm looking at. Oh, you can also see I'm talking to myself because I'm not there interviewing me. Oh well, cat's out of the bag on that one. All right. Okay, there's not two of me, there's only one. Okay, so looking around now, I've got my K8, which is fantastic for aero towing. A couple of foamies at the top there. Spitfire, of course, I love. Tucked around the corner there's my latest Fokker Wolf 190. Gwillows, my Gwillows Spitfire, which I've still got plans for. My Gwillows Cessna 180. The wings for the DB Mannock. There's my John Woodfield's Ocean Breeze design and wing. There's the wings and the fuselage for the Bird of Time, which you've seen on my channel. There's the Calypso tucked in behind there. It's a little foamy. My collection of Micro Aces, a couple of own designs, Gwillows Chipmunk, Gwillows Newport. There's that funny little Edwardian cardboard plane I made fly around the pole. A couple more Gwillows. And in there I've got my big Sopwith Camel and Torb behind that one. Got some more up in the loft as well. So yeah, let's take that off now. That's my aeroplanes, and that's the sort of thing I'm interested in. I'm interested in such a broad range of aeroplanes that I like to dabble in it all, really. So yeah, that's the future plans. What was it? I've forgotten what I was saying now. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking us out. I thought I'd do this little interview just for a bit of fun. See if I can do the editing, see how closely I can match it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next build video or flying video. Cheers.